What is up, guys? This is the Ashman here again with another video, and I am this month's featured collector for Chris the Batman statue collector. So first things first, thanks so much, Chris, for allowing me to do this on your channel. I really can't wait to show all of you guys my collection today. It's been building up over the last year, and I'll go into just everything that's happened over the last year, because the funny thing is, right, it's pretty much been like a whole year now that I've really been into statue collecting, like as a whole. So I'll give you guys a bit of background on all that. So basically, as far as as long as I can remember, I've always been a collector at heart. So I remember when I was younger, I used to often collect, I believe it was like those Yu-Gi-Oh cards back in the day, right? So there was that one. There were also a few other things. Like I used to collect like wrestling title belts. That was another thing that I got into a few years ago. And basically what happened really like the start of last year. So I work in corporate sales, right? So because I work at a desk, like often, and some of you guys, perhaps if some of you guys work in the corporate world, you probably get this, like often on desks you tend to buy like some collectibles. So I had some friends that were pop vinyl collectors. And basically what happened soon after I found myself getting into collecting pops, right? So that was interesting. I am still collecting pops to this day because they are very addictive, and when you look into it, there's a whole range, of properties and variety that you can find yourself into. So that was really the start of last year was when my collecting habits really just basically got, just really went to the next level. So basically, as far as how statue collecting got into it, so I remember, I think it was probably around maybe March or April of last year. I think I just was looking online and I found a few pieces from Prime One Studio, which at the time I was looking on Sideshow, I think it was. So yeah, I found a whole bunch of pieces on Sideshow and Prime One, and I just remember thinking like, holy crap! Like, first of all, these pieces are not cheap. That's the first thing. But the amount of detail and the variety that these companies have, just have when it comes to, the statues. And specifically for me, right, so the certain, if there's a specific property or really sort of niche type of statue that I really look into, it's definitely got to be DC and obviously Marvel. So really DC, Marvel, they are my main statues that I've collected. Obviously, DC being them. I'm a huge DC fan. Specifically, Superman, as you guys can see on the shirt, and Batman. So those are the two sort of main types of DC statues that I've really have gotten into collecting. So look, as far as my collection, which I'll show you guys very soon, if I had to pick say my favorite is as of now, it would have to be my very first one, which I can't wait to show you guys soon, but it would have to be the Darkseid New 52 quarter scale piece. That was really the one that just got me over the line with it, so I have to say that is by far my favorite. However, if I could just also add, in terms of my most impressive one, which is to the left of me, guys, I know you guys probably can't see it, but I'll show that monster to you guys. But it would have to be the Doomsday 1/3 scale from Prime One. That is just absolutely huge. It is freaking massive. It's easily around, I think I remember when I picked it up, it was around 45 kilos. It came in 3 pieces, so it's an absolute beast. It's freaking crazy, right? So in terms of, I guess, if there was a piece out there in the market today that I could own, regardless of, both the price of it and obviously my space limitations, which you guys will see very soon, I'd probably have to say, in terms of what's on the market now, easily, definitely the half-scale Heath Ledger Joker from Prime One. That thing is just absolutely beautiful, and I have seen it online a lot, and it is so I'm from Australia, as you guys probably could tell by the accent. So there is an Australian a seller called from Pop Culture. So they're selling it for around only 3,000 Australian. So if money wasn't an issue and obviously space, that would have to be the piece I would get. But as far as, I guess, if I could put in a request for, say, Prime One to do, because Prime One, what I love about Prime One is their 1/3 scale range. So if I had to get a dream piece, it would probably also be a 1/3, right? Or maybe half scale, but probably 1/3, I'd have to say. And it would have to be a Superman Man of Steel style statue Very similar. Some of you guys may know about this one. It's the 1/3 Hush Superman one that came out. Easily one of the best like Superman statues out there. The only thing is for me because I'm a Henry Cavill Man of Steel fan. So if they had that as Man of Steel, 100% would get it that in a heartbeat. So here's me just hoping that if Man of Steel, if or when it's made, oh please hurry up, that if Prime One did a piece like that, then hands down I wouldn't hesitate to get that one. That would truly be a dream piece. So because he's Superman, right? Because he wanted to be hovering, but obviously because of how big 1/3 pieces tend to be, it's obviously pretty hard. But yeah, so that would have to be it. So look, that's pretty much a lot about me as a collector. So what I'll do, I will start to show you guys my amazing collection, and we'll start off with Darkseid, which I'll show you guys in a minute. Okay guys, so here you see the piece that started it all, the amazing quarter scale Darkseid New 52 from Prime 1. So this is the piece that started it all for me. He's so amazing, isn't he? So this is the first piece of my collection. You can see there to the left of him, you can see the exclusive head, which I got. For the first time, obviously, I had to get the exclusive. So this is the piece that started it all for me. So as of now, he is still my favourite. But yeah, and then we'll slowly work our way. So basically, I have statues pretty much all around this room. So this is my main like TV room, or the media room as it's called. But I think I'm going to start calling it the pop culture room because it makes more sense. So sort of as we'll just go sort of along here. So these are just some of the various pops that I have, right? Yep. And we'll come back. So then we'll kind of go a bit of Prime 1 because we're off here to the Sideshow and Iron Studios table. So here, I'll just go back. So here we have it. The amazing Sideshow DC Premium format line. So basically we've got Batman from BVS there. Awesome piece there. Man of Steel, of course. I believe that was the second piece I got after Darkseid. So slowly started to work my way up. And then, of course, Wonder Woman. I've got the exclusive. That was recent as well because I saw it online. It was fairly cheap. So you got those awesome pieces there. And then recently, these are actually really popular that I've found, especially in terms of like pricing and space efficiency. So I've got here the Aquaman 1/10 scale line from Iron Studios. So we've got obviously, Black Manta and Aquaman right there. Amazing bases. I got this recently too. So I went to Oz Comic Con and I saw they had like these sort of acrylic glass like logo lights. So it lights up different colors, right? So that was pretty awesome. And then of course I got like the Justice League 1/10 Flash and Cyborg. Those two go really awesome together. And then we'll get over here. So this is my Detolf. So I got that. I got that around the start of the year as well. So pretty awesome. There you go. That just stashed like spare alcohol there. Look, to be honest, I'm kind of just using it for alcohol because I don't really have anything to use for the extra shelf at the moment. But that soon will be changing. And then, of course, as I mentioned before, wrestling title belt replicas. So we've got the Universal Championship, the WWE Championship. Right here, just devoted to pops. So we've got like some recent awesome Marvel pops. Then it's there, and then of course my DC line. There's a bunch of really awesome pops there. So got that one, and then here's my favorite part of the Detolf, of course, which is we got the Lex Luthor premium format. Really awesome piece there. I think he looks really awesome on top of the Detolf because it's kind of like a building, So I thought really be pretty awesome for the piece. And of course I got some pretty rare pops here. So this one I got like the Man of Steel black suit pop. That was I believe a Comic-Con exclusive. That wasn't cheap. I think I got that for a few $100. And the Man of Steel one. And this one came out recently. So the Jim Lee Superman. And that one's pretty sick. I think that looks really awesome on top there. And then, of course, we're back to Prime 1. So these are probably one of my favorite sets together. So this is the Arkham lot. So basically from right to left, so we got obviously the Arkham Origins 1/3 piece, Deathstroke, absolutely amazing. The Arkham Knight Batman Battle Damage one. There's an absolutely awesome. We'll do like a close up there. Super awesome. Okay, and then of course the Arkham Knight Joker, 1/3, absolutely beautiful. And behind, of course, I got the posters. So I got the Arkham Origins Wanted, the Batman. There's a bounty. I think, what was it? $50 million bounty on his head. That was awesome. And then, of course, up top, I've got a real badass Arkham Bats v Joker poster. I'm one of those people, I love to get posters with my pieces if I can. I just think it really, like, enhances the look, and it really just creates that vibe, it just goes really well with it. Okay, so we're gonna go to the other side of the room now. Just prepare yourselves, guys. This is coming up. You're about to see the monster. Here we have it, the 1/3 Doomsday from Prime One. He is an absolute monster. So as far as the Batarang, that actually didn't come with the piece. I just happened to have the Batarang, so and I just thought he'd look really sick, like sort of because he just happened to fit perfectly into his hand, and obviously went great with the Superman flag. So just look at the detail on this base. It's absolutely amazing. Easily probably my most impressive piece. He is absolutely monstrous. Like just the detail, honestly, the detail that Prime One go into their pieces, it's next level. It's so amazing. Whew. Just do like a little side view. Oh, kind of got a bit of a peek of what's to come. But yeah, so that's Doomsday, and of course, yeah, that amazing poster, that fan art, so amazing. And then sort of on the wall, so obviously I just got my couch there. I actually got this amazing. I got this poster done yesterday. Yeah, just real quick, that movie, absolutely amazing. Joker. If any of you guys haven't seen it, do yourselves a favor and see it, okay? I couldn't, that movie to me is a 10 out of 10, absolute masterpiece. I am hoping that, I'm sure they'll probably do it because they often do, but I am hoping that Prime One does end up doing a 1/3 scale Joaquin Phoenix Joker, literally like that pose, if they did that pose, I think that would be perfect as a 1/3 sort of thing. And that's sort of got a Justice League poster there. It's absolutely awesome. And then, of course, across, so Infinity War and Avengers Endgame poster. And then here is one of my favorites. So this is another favorite. So, of course, we got the big, badass Thanos quarter scale piece. And this one is from Iron Studios, right? So that one is absolutely awesome. Yeah, an absolutely amazing pose. There's actually something I'm about to show you guys in a sec, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you basically my final Prime One piece that I have now anyway, and I'll go into a bit of details as to what I've got planned for the future. But here, just come back and voila, the badass 1/3 scale Batman piece from Prime One from the Justice League line. I am sorry about the lighting, by the way. What I did, and I did mention this to Chris as well, but the lighting, unfortunately, sometimes in this room it's not the best, but it's pretty decent, all things considered. But yeah, look at this guy, isn't he amazing? Yep. So the 1/3 Justice League Batman and the sculpt, like this is what I'm talking. This is what I mean. Just the detail they go into. Come on, the camera, zoom in. Yeah. He's absolutely awesome. A true beast. And just the base as well. Yeah. Now I'm going to show you guys something. So this is actually something that I actually nearly forgot about, but you may notice, so you got the dark side piece like that, and you got Thanos there. As soon as that piece was announced and I realized that it was practically the same pose, I knew I had to get him, and I'll just go back and I'll show you guys why. So if you could try and sort of ignore bats for a sec, how epic is that? Got a quarter scale Darkseid and a quarter scale Thanos across from each other, practically facing off. How awesome is that? I just saw it was just absolutely amazing. And also, yeah, that's right. I never forgot about that. And then I actually picked this one up recently too. It's a 1-to-1 scale Thor hammer replica. The base was really, I love the base. I think it was the base that really sold to me because of the way it is and how it holds the hammer. And then, of course, I've got these guys. So the premium format Heath Ledger Joker and the premium format Dark Knight Bats piece. I think these two look awesome together. I recently got this desk from IKEA, so I just figured that they'd look great there. just underneath the 1/3. So you guys obviously noticed that there's some room. So there's room there and room there. So yes, I am getting more pieces. So specifically, I'm going to be getting the Justice League 1/3 scale Superman piece from there. And then I'll also be getting the 1/3 Justice League Wonder Woman. So I can't wait to have the three of them together as well. I'm planning on getting also like a DC light up logo there as well. So this room has really come together since I started collecting just barely over a year ago. It all started with him, and you just look at how far I've come. It's been a crazy year, so to speak. Oh, and of course, I nearly forgot. That's the other thing I nearly forgot to mention. So I've got the lightsaber FX replicas. They're pretty cool. But so look, what I also am going to do for you guys as a treat, so I do have a bunch of sort of light ups under the bases. So what I'll do, just as a special bonus clip at the end of it, I'll show you guys briefly what my setup looks like at night, and we'll leave it at that. But so I'll give you guys a look at what my collection looks like at night. Okay, everyone, so here's just a special little look at what my setup looks like at night. As you can see here, the Dark Side Apocalypse base looks absolutely sick. It's lit up red, really symbolic of his homeworld of Apocalypse, so that's a pretty awesome feature there. And then just going along here, we've got this really cool Superman Man of Steel logo light. Just changes different colors on acrylic glass. It's awesome. There's the TV there. And what I did, managed to get some lighting strips for the DTOF. So lights that up there to make things look awesome there. And I did this one as well. So I basically got some lights to go behind the Arkham pieces right there. And then, of course, last but not least, of course, the purple base for Thanos. This looks awesome. So here, we can have another look there of the two. I'll just zoom that out. Yeah, that's better. But yeah. And there you go. And that is my setup. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. And again, I would just especially love to thank Chris, the Batman Statue Collector. And we will see you all in the Batcave. Peace.